Well, good morning. This is Hero again. We're going to revisit the Crape Myrtle that I did just 2 months ago. And it's really taken hold, or it's really beginning to grow. Just 2 months ago, it's grown very vigorously and has lost its shape again. So that's what we're going to do today, is to continue this shaping process. One of the first things that I'm going to do is to remove the sucker growth at the base. Actually, some of it is weeds. So I'll go ahead and clean up the base because definitely we don't need anything down there. And that's part of the Crape Myrtle growth process. They sucker from the base, so keep that clean. So the first thing I did was just to clean off the suckers at the bottom, plus the weeds. So as we go up there, you can see that it has really grown. Wasn't sure whether there was enough time, but right here, this is the flower. So if we just left it out there, it would flower. So long, I'm just gonna cut them back. So, just gonna cut these back so it doesn't get really long. You can see that even after that very harsh, deep cut, there is a flower that's come out. And that's one thing about Crape Myrtles. They're very hardy and they come right back. I should explain to you why I'm getting such a great regrowth. One is that our region, I said that we're in zone 9 in the Sunset book. Well, we have very long growing season and the summer tend to be very hot. Crape Myrtles love the heat. Okay, so one is our climate that makes it grow so fast. The other thing is the soil mix and the fertilizing I do is for development of the plant material, not so much bonsai. If you start calling this bonsai and feed the typical bonsai food, it's not enough. Think about the commercial grower where they want to get as much growth as possible in a very short time. So that's the philosophy that I'm using on here. So we got the weather, and then the soil and fertilizer is meant for rapid growth. Now this plant is probably 15, maybe even 20 years old, but it's still material, not a finished bonsai. So in that state, make it grow as fast as possible and keep cutting away. So I'm sacrificing flowers for development of a nice future bonsai. So once again, I'm cutting it really tight. And you need to cut the top portion tight because they tend to want to grow really big up here. So keep it tight, keep these middle to lower one a little bit longer so that it helps to fatten that bottom part. So the two things you're gonna remember is get rid of the sucker and keep the top part trimmed fairly. Now he has a lot more shape than 2 months ago, but nowhere is this done. Anyway, this is Hero saying goodbye, and I'll see you again real soon. And I really do appreciate your comments that you make. Okay, so I'll try to address all those questions you have, but I will not answer individual questions. So I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. So this was the Crape Myrtle that we worked on about 2 months ago, and this is the next step.